place and so FO is a family outing. AN is anniversary, is Thanksgiving. So just continue coding the events in the picture if you have, and just reporting, start reporting the results, find the main themes, use codes or scenarios to represent them, include counts of codes if you need them. This is just an example. So you can use any kind of software like Microsoft Word to give the codes. For example, non-digital photo routines. Where do you display your photos? This is just a kind of code. For example, LR is a location within the living room. LR is living room. So you always display your photos or put your photos in the living room. Just put these in tables, sample photo and secondary study codecs, or in Microsoft Excel, maybe to get the counts or the number of counts and all these statistics. So these programs are just used for software like Microsoft Word and Excel are used to facilitate or to make it easy, okay, to get the counts, to report, make the reports, and all these things. And also there is another software called Atlas.ti. It has a free trial available from here. You can download it or get it. It is also a text analyze tool. So that one was open coding. So you don't have a system for coding, and it is more suitable for the open-ended question. So what about systematic coding? Systematic coding categories are created ahead of time from existing literature or from previous open coding. So you depend on the previous open coding or you depend on existing literature. So you can categorize or make a category of things or of events ahead of time, according to the time. Category according to the time. Code the data just like open coding. And this is the last one, which is affinity diagramming. Goal, what are the main themes? Write ideas on sticky notes. You know sticky notes? In some organizations, in some companies, they put board and you put just a note, sticky notes. Place notes on a large wall or surface, group notes hierarchically to see main themes. You describe something or you discover something. For example, calendar field study. Families were given a digital calendar to use in their homes instead of written or hand. They are given digital calendar. Thoughts, reactions recorded, weekly interview notes, audio recordings from interviewers. Step 1, affinity notes. This is what you mean by affinity notes. The notes that you can paste in some place. Go through data and write observation down on post-it notes. So anything you observe, just write it on this sticky note and just paste it. For example, here it was really easy to check the calendar from home because of the web page. The colors on the events made it really easy to see who had events. The size of the writing was too small to read. So each note contains one idea, and then you build the diagram building, place all notes on a wall. Here it was just thrown. Here you put them on the wall. Move notes into related columns. Moving, organizing, arranging. For example, this one, why they put these two in this way. See the previous one? I mean the previous. It was really easy to check the calendar from work because of the web page. I check my calendar on my cell phone while driving. So what's the thing? Maybe the
That will be reach it from different places.
Wireless it is.
From where
It is via phone.
using of technology.
Internet.
Maybe using of technology.
Yeah.
Here web page and here is cell phone,
Phone, it is internet.
digital phone.
Wireless.
So they put them.
Together.
Yes. And then these two, the colors on the events made it really easy to see who had events. The size, yeah, the color and the size, the features.
Picture.
They have the same thing. And this one, we couldn't place the calendar in a spot. We visually do in overall. So this one is talking about something different. So they put those two.
Description you can also. This one you can see descriptions.
Okay. So this is how we move nodes into related columns or files. This one, stay alone. Color, size, web page, cell phone, web page. Affinity labels, write labels describing each group. Now you can write one label to describe this group and to describe this group and to describe this group. For example, calendar placement is a challenge. They don't know where they should put it. Here it is visual effect. Color and size, it's visual effect. And here, people check the calendar when not at home, or through the web page, and through the internet, or for itself. Further refined groupings, also maybe if you have too many groupings like this, you can refine them. Combine some things that they have relations and, okay? See, this is the reference. Holds plot, it out 2005. This is the author and this is the year for this thing. Further refine grouping.
Make us clustering.
This is a simple example, but in reality, when you do study of something, I mean, quite big, you will get different groupings. I mean, so many groupings. Okay. The last thing is the validity and generalizability. Validity traits try to be a way of to be biasing. Researchers' influence in the study. Studying one's own culture. If you study your own culture, then you will be biased because you want to praise your culture. Believe me, here in our country, when we are in your country or here, we are criticizing everything. But if you go outside and you meet some other people from different countries or from different cultures, then you will praise it. Even you know that everything is very bad,
Yes.
but you cannot say that. You just praise the good things. And this is our biasing. Is it bad or good to tell the reality or to just cover the reality? Is it good?
Outside.
Is it good?
Yes. There, no.
Why? What's the benefits? But we are lying on ourselves. It was a pity when somebody asks you where you are from, and you tell them I'm from this country, for example, Yemen. They don't know about Yemen.
So those that some other countries didn't know.
They don't know.
Syria, like this.
They know Syria. When I went to Syria the first time, and then they asked me, where is Yemen? What's Yemen? Yes. And I told them it is a country. They said, what's your currency? Before that, what's your currency? We told them Riyal.
Yeah.
And then they thought we are just
Saudi Arabia.
part of Saudi. They were treating us like this before. And then we told them, we are, even more good than you. Their Syrian pound was $1 equals to 50
years.
that
Yeah.
in 2000 until 2005. And by that time, $1 equals to 180 Yemeni riyals. So they thought we are Saudi because the currency is riyals, and they never heard about Yemen in some places because this is their study curriculum. When we know about Syria or in places from the curriculum, we study about geography or Arab countries and these things, so we get to know some things. Okay. And also in Malaysia, they thought that Iran is a part of Arab countries. Yes. And then when Iranians do very bad things over there, they just said they generalize. Arabs are very bad. Why? Because this guy is from Iran, do this and this and this. And then we tell them, but Iran is not Arabic country. And then we get shocked that they don't know about this. It is not their problem, it is our problem. We are not highlighting ourselves. Yeah. We are not highlighting, we are not showing the world who we are.
What we are going to highlight?
Huh?
What we are going to highlight about it? Something.
Okay. Corruption. So don't be biasing even to your town. Even inside the country we are biasing.
Taking the some guys from
Yes. And even inside ties we are biasing to the district. To the district.
The question here is if you are doing a case study like about a company, is that considered kind of biasing?
You could, so try to be away.
I mean, this one itself is not going to tell that the companies do the bad or experience to do that or that. You are not mentioning such things. You are talking about something different. So you are away from biasing. You are not raising your
It
company.
depends on you.
Huh?
It depends on you. You can draw, you can cover some things.
If you are talking about something not related actually to the company, in the way you are telling it's good or bad, you are just taking the data from the company as an example that what is the cost, what was the benefits, what was the
Anyway, research shouldn't be biased. This is the main rule. So even if you are doing for your country research or case study, try to be an independent researcher that will see everything from outside. In this way only you can give something to your company or benefit your company. But some people, believe me, some people they do some research just to show to their boss that everything is okay and they do like this. And then they got praising from their boss. So it depends on your intention. Reactivity in researchers' effect on the setting of people. People may do things differently. The reactive of people, the emotions, all these things will play rules to that ruin the validity, that affect the validity in a bad way. Validity tests, there are many tests to validate. These are some kinds of tests: intensive, long-term, rich data, respondent validation, prevention, different cases. So if you go for qualitative research, you are going to study all these kinds of tests and use the suitable one. So about generalizability. Internal generalizability, do findings extend within the group study or external Generalizability. Do findings extend outside the group? This is what we say in the previous slides, in the last slide. It was the same thing. Internal and external consistency. It is about the same thing, consistency or generalizability. There is no reason to believe the result will not generalize. And this is the summary of the slides. And these are the references. Okay? You understand it good now by the examples.
Yes.
What is qualitative data?
Yes.
So don't ask again what's the difference. But they will ask me in the WhatsApp. Your friends who are not attending. They ask so many questions. If they are here, they don't need to ask anything. Let's have a break
Yes, yes.
and then we'll continue on the research report.